والاه سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا فعلمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا ما علمتنا وزدنا علما واجعل ما علمتناه حجة لنا لا علينا اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, may Allah bless you for doing this class. Hope ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant you a blessing of this and reward of this class, also to benefit from this class, inshallah. So the first class, I'm going to discuss with you which way do you want to learn in this course, because when we mention vocabulary, some of them, they think they may have, like, they go word by words as its famous way. And we have actually planned, we have this course already, but we want to plan a different way. We have planned it before, but we give you a choice to choose which way do you want. Whether vocabulary, we mean here, we go through surah by surah. So we read the surah and we memorize it. Then we give you the vocabulary of the surah, all the vocabulary or the main important vocabulary for each surah. Then before we go to next surah, we check the first vocabulary until we finish half juz'. Let's say we start from An-Nas to Al-A'la. So we read Surah An-Nas, then we know what does mean قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ until Al-A'la. So we memorize it and we understand its vocabulary. Then we will have like a test. When the student passes this half juz', we go to next juz' amma to at-tariq. We do the same until inshallah we finish the book of Allah. So that will be divided into two. The first class we read in a group, and the test will go one by one, like revision and reciting and testing vocabulary. It go one by one, or we send you the link. There is online test. You can inshallah sit on that online test. A different way, I will show you both inshallah. The second way is we have combined the most important vocabulary in the Quran that you needed. So we plan it according to Arabic letters, from A, Alif to Ya, from Al-Fatiha to An-Nas. So you mentioned the word, its synonym in Arabic language, and also the translation in Arabic, in English, plus the verse that matches the meaning in the Quran and its translation. So I will show you inshallah now both ways, and we will discuss which way you will prefer. If majority prefer the first, we take the first. Is half-half, we will have two classes inshallah. You see, this one is the first way. So this is the way. Actually, it's an example with a mulk, but we have from Al-Fatiha to An-Nas. What we will do, like Surah Al-Mulk, we will give for each surah an introduction, like you see here. Surah Al-Mulk is number 77 in the Quran, and it was revealed after Surah At-Tur. The surah is also revealed in Mecca. We mentioned a brief objective of the surah. Then we go to the vocabulary, like you see here, vocabulary, like what does mean tabaraka, how it's written in English, and bless and supremacy, and alladhi, he who, biyadihi, in his hand, al-mulk. So we cover this, as we mentioned, surah by surah. We read the surah together, then I give you the vocabulary, so we discuss the vocabulary together. Then the next class we recite, then we go to the next surah, we do the same. When we finish Al-A'la, we do a general test from Al-A'la to An-Nas, online test. Then who pass will go to a next and next hizb. So we have hizb and hizb, right? So actually that is the consider the first step of learning tafsir, because learning tafsir have steps. The first way of learning tafsir is to go with the surah and its vocabulary. Then after that you go to the tafsir al-athar, and after that tafsir by language and tafsir by fiqh and extra, inshallah. So that basically we have all the surah here. So this is the second way. We have I have tried for the past 4 years, 5 years to from different books of tafsir and vocabulary to choose the most important word in the Quran that most of uh, Arabs and non-Arabs don't understand the word. So what we do, we go through alphabets. Like you see here, A. From A, we choose the word like al-abu. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Abasa, you can see, وَفَاكِهَةً وَأَبَّا. So what does mean here, Abba? So Abba, Ibn Umar al-Khattab radiallahu anhu, when he was asked about Abba, he said, I don't know al-ab. So which means the Quran was revealed according to many different tribes of the Arabs. So since Omar radiallahu anhu was from different tribe, Quraysh, he did not understand the word ab. So until it was explained to him by others, al-ab here is not a father. Al-ab without sabdu, without emphasizing on ba, it means a father. Abi, al-ab, al-um, mother, right? But if you say abu, it means the grass or the food of animals, al-an'am, cows, camels. So our food, we say al-akl, right?
Yes.
Ta'am. But for the an'am, when we say an'am, that include cows, sheep, goats, camels. We call them what? Al-ab. Al-abra. Yes. So what we do basically, we mention the word, and it's what matches in the Quran. You say that in Arabic language, ma ra'athu al-an'am. Ma ra'athu al-an'am is the meaning of al-ab in Arabic. Then the meaning in English, the word that matches the word, then also its translation in the Quran.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
these we go with like al-irba. Al-irba, like Allah mentioned in the Quran, أولي الإربة من الرجال. Al-irba, so it's not used at all actually when we speak our normal Arabic language. We don't use it because it's like a high academic word, and it's not practiced. So that's why it's not really used in our normal Arabic language. So what does mean irba when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say أولي الإربة من الرجال غير أولي الإربة غير أولي الإربة. It means those who have no desire, right? Have no what? Physical desire. You see in Arabic language, أصحاب الحاجة إلى النكاح. So irba is word means physical desire, but in the Quran Allah say غير أولي الإربة means those who have no desire, right? So we mentioned also the translation in Arabic. We go, for example, al-awwab, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praised his messenger Dawood. He said, نِعْمَ الْعَبْدُ إِنَّهُ أَوَّابٌ. Such a good servant, he is what? Awwab. So what does mean awwab? Awwab in Arabic, rajah. He always go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, repeatedly turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We mentioned also the verse in the Quran that matches the meaning, plus the translation. So we go to all we cover all the Quran from Alif to Ya. So that's what will help you, basically, will help you to learn a high Arabic language that used in the Quran, the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And these words, even the Arabs themselves, they don't know it because it's not used in language nowadays, so that will help you in improving your Arabic language, understanding the Sunnah, because these words used in Hadith and Quran, so will help you to understand more vocabulary of Quran and Hadith. Also help you to know more Arabic, because you will know the synonym of it in Arabic plus the synonym in English, and you will know what matches this word in a book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We'll give you example. You don't know just alat. What does it mean alat? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَمَا أَلَتْنَاهُمْ مِنْ عَمَلِهِ مِنْ شَيْءٍ. أَلَتْنَاهُمْ. Nowadays we say alat. If I speak Arabic, I may use with my mother or father, I say مَا أَنْقَصْتُهُمْ. نَقُصَ, like you say. I do not what? Decrease, deprive. So here you will know the word and the evidence from the Quran, and also its translation in English. And you see, athaf is used actually nowadays when we speak normal English or Arabic. We use al-athaf, right? Furnishing. So you will know the meaning of athaf, al-mata', and you will know some example from Quran plus is a translation. We have these, as you can see here, from Hamza to Ya. Hamza to Ya. So I will leave it to you to discuss, and we'll see the numbers. So if majority of you choose the first way, we take the first way. If majority second way, we take second way. If half, we'll have two classes, inshallah.
Okay, we have both. Assalamualaikum, Sheikh.
Salam barakatuh. Yes, on first. Yes. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, Nabi khair.
Barakallah.
Can we have both?
Yeah, sure. If there are like numbers for both, we can have it. Yes, sure. Both of them are ready, so we can just go ahead. If you can register for both, inshallah.
Okay, the first one we call what? The first one we call vocab, or both. How we do?
Yeah, the first one is Mufradatu al-Quran. Mufradatu al-Quran, or Quran vocabulary word by word. But what is the extra in the first? Extra is to give a brief introduction about the surah, what it's revealed, the number of the surah in Quran, after which surah was revealed, and a brief objective of the surah, then how to pronounce it in English, then Arabic. This is the first way. Yes. The second one, some of them they call it the Gharib al-Quran. Gharib al-Quran. If we call Gharib, the words that not used because it was from different tribes, strange words, or some of them they call it like that. But I have never seen someone did like this, like the Arabic, the word and its synonym in Arabic plus synonym in English and what matches in a Quran. I have never seen that in any book like that before. So I hope that will help a lot as it's a new way to learn Arabic language plus the meaning, and also for the Arabs is good for them, so they know the words that are not used. Plus they learn English, so they learn English to something extra for the Arabs also. So actually, this topic for both Arabs and non-Arab.
Yes.
Ustad, the second one,
Yes, please.
the words will be selective words, right? You will be selecting those words.
You're right. Yes, we have selected already. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum, Ustad. Ustad, can I just, would it be possible to add in where the word that you've chosen there, how it's used, if it's used in the normal Arabic language, how it's used in the normal language as well? An example of how it's used in the normal language.
For sure, that's good idea. Good idea. Of course, we will add it. We will add it in our explanation, and we do our best. I do our best to add it also in the slides. But for sure, every word I can give you example how we use it. How do we use it in Arabic language? For sure. if you want for this, we can add also the example from the hadith. We can add.
Mashallah. Yes, that'll be very good. Mashallah.
Yes. Inshallah.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz. Is there any prerequisite for whichever one we want to follow? I mean, the first one,
Yes.
we are quite familiar with the Quran recitation, and so therefore we can focus more on understanding the meaning as well as the hafazan. But in this one, the one for the vocabulary, what is the prerequisite in terms of the learning level? I mean, if we are not familiar with Arabic, we might be lost here. I'm not sure, whether we can achieve anything from here.
Yes, good question. Hajja Manaf, if I'm not mistaken.
Aisha, yes.
Hajja Aisha, yes. For the first, yes, well, what you have said is actually will help both, especially for those hafadan who memorize Quran. So that's even for our children, actually. We do this vocabulary with when we start tahfid, like here, when we learn Quran here, we teach Quran children, or we give them the surah plus vocabulary. So that's helpful, and that was a way of the Sahaba. The second way actually will help you in terms of these words a lot in Quran and in Hadith. So these words is the main point to distinguish between really a student who is learning Quran and Hadith or not, because these words are not used in our normal Arabic language. So which means even some the Arabs, I mean, who are not specialized in Arabic language will not know this meaning. So will help you actually to know maybe we say the strand word or the main word that's not understood by a lot of people. And its example from Quran, we can example in Hadith. We can also use it as an example, like Athath, for example. Athath, we said in Arabic language, if I want to use it, I may say أريد أنا بحاجة لشراء أثاث جديد. أنا بحاجة لشراء أثاث جديد لأني سافرت من ماليزيا إلى الجزائر. Just an example, we can make it short even. So I say, I need to buy furnishing because I have moved from Malaysia to Algeria. Right? So I said, متى? Or ابني سيتزوج وأنا بحاجة إلى شراء أثاث جديد له. My son is going to get married. I need to buy for him athath. So you say, I use the word athath, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can, so you can, benefit in it in Arabic language plus the understanding the Quran and Sunnah. All right. Any other suggestions? So we hope to start, inshallah, next week, either one or both. And please, I really advise you, if you have children, the first way is very helpful for children. Very, very helpful.
The first way.
Yeah, it's very helpful because we get with them a vocabulary and the memorization plus revision. So, inshallah, after 3-4 years, then we have a lot of vocabulary of the Quran and easy for them to learn Arabic and to understand Quran and Hadith. So if you have children also, we advise you to register for the first way.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Salam wa barakatuh.
Ustaz, okay, just to summarize, the first method, we go actually by the surah, right?
You're right, yes.
Okay, but the second method, we go by harfiyah, by the huruf.
Barakallah.
Right? So sometimes the surah will just, when you show us the example, it will come from all kinds of, many surah, right?
Oh, you're right, yes, you're right. So we mentioned what matches the word in the Quran and the example from Quran. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have almost like 800 vocabulary for the second.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The second one, we have almost 800 vocabulary.
Oh, okay, mashallah. Okay.
Slides. Each one have one slide.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I will add to it, inshallah, do my best hadith if I find the hadith, and also the example in Arabic language.
Okay. Because both are actually very interesting, so it's very hard to choose.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Okay, so we'll wait for your, inshallah, your suggestion, inshallah, and background.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Barakallah fikum, jazakumullah khair. May Allah bless you all. Take care of yourself. May Allah bless you and grant you barakah in your life, in your health, in your wealth, in your family. Jazakumullah khair. Barakallah fikum.
Barakallah fikum.
Shukran, Ustaz.
Barakallah fikum. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.